Are we actually live?
Yeah, I just hit live.
Wait, live for which channel?
For the
YouTube.
Oh, we're not testing it anymore?
No, we're done testing.
Okay.
Done testing.
Mercel21 on Instagram. You send in questions by commenting in the comments section down below here on YouTube in the live thing.
Yeah, there's a chat section.
And if we get bored, we have the helmet in case we get bored.
And Ryan will, help filter
Hey,
those.
what are you doing over here? Go over there.
Why am I coming in then?
Yeah,
You
when
can
you're
only
not
come
starting.
in when you can only come in when we say come in.
Whatever, I'm standing over
All right,
here.
I'm gonna roll.
I know where to sit down.
No.
Well, that's
All right, hey Chris, I'm gonna roll audio. Okay. Sorry if that was loud, guys.
Hey guys.
So the reason we're doing multiple of these things is because we're recording this later for the guys who can't tune in today.
Both rolling?
So we're doing live and we're doing our usual Wednesday release. Right? That's what we're testing out?
Yeah.
Usual Wednesday release will still
Is
happen
everyone
for the
looking
guys
at
who
the
can't
comments
tune
on the
in
phone? Is that how we can do
immediately.
this?
Does anybody get
Mercel21 on Instagram.
You weren't here earlier in the week. This doesn't seem as awkward for us because we were already testing this out earlier this week.
I was watching you guys test it from my phone.
And he was judging us.
I was very judging. I just get this text message
Sorry,
from
we're
Miguel.
a little bit late. I'm sorry.
We are
It's
very
all
late.
Ryan's fault.
We had to make sure that this worked correctly.
Hashtag blame Ryan.
Hashtag blame Ryan.
Now that we're doing it live, which camera are we supposed to look at?
Look at the webcam right
Yeah,
there.
webcam.
okay.
Or you could look between the webcam and the regular cam.
Okay. Yeah.
Where Miguel's finger is that we
It's
can see on the
recording,
regular. Yeah,
dude.
we can see it on the regular camera, Miguel. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Just
Very
hit a blank.
professional.
It's fine.
Very professional.
Hey guys, welcome to the 100th episode of the Not So Round Table. Of course, George and I are here doing it live. Right, by doing it I mean recording. Oh man, this is so
Isn't it hard when you
difficult.
don't have an editor to cut out
Yeah,
stupid
it
things
is.
you say?
And then Ryan,
Difficult, not
and
hard.
then Ryan's here, unable to save my life because
It's difficult,
because
not
he's-
hard.
Crazy.
that's what I said. I said difficult.
No, he said hard.
Well, thanks, Ryan. So Ryan's unable to save my life
I
right
have no
now.
regrets about that. I'm good.
And then, of course, we tried as hard as we could to make scheduling happen so that we could get everybody in, including Shades and Roger and everybody.
Shades might drop in.
It's
Roger
it's just,
won't.
Yeah, it's just we weren't able to get everybody. So
No, you're gonna have to. No, you get over there.
Sure, boys.
What are you doing? Hey, no.
yeah. So
Get out.
Get out of here.
okay. So
I agree with that comment. What was that name? Hold on. What was that name really quick? Go back up. Scroll back up really quick.
See, it is Cody McBride.
Cody McBride. I totally agree with that. Yeah, Miguel does not know how to run a shooting competition.
Sounds like someone lost. It's salty about it.
wait, what shooting
Your
competition?
competition at the camp was way too hard,
So?
and it was not. It
No,
was
oh,
so.
you
It was
missed-
too
you weren't
different.
here. George chopped it up. Said it was too difficult for the kids.
I didn't say it was too difficult. I said it wasn't following a format that has already been proven to work.
Wait. You mean talking about the course
yes,
where I
the
come
one-
out at the end
Yes. He
and
didn't
got
want that.
shot unnecessarily?
Yeah, he didn't want that.
Yeah. Can't
Okay.
win them all.
Can't win them all.
Alrighty.
All right.
So
Do we want to answer a live question or do we want
Why
to go from
don't
the helm?
we answer a question from the helm
Okay.
already? That can give it a little bit of time for, I guess, people to throw in questions. Sorry, guys, we're probably not going to get to everyone's questions today. There are going to be like a incoming stream of questions that are just now all going to get
And-
answered. So we're going to do our best. We're gonna be live for the hour or Yeah.
so.
Yeah. And this is a way for us to kind of feel out whether you guys like the live idea or whether that's something we should do in the future. And so the 100th episode is a little bit of experimentation and a little bit of bringing everybody in. So our inaugural 100th live question of episode, whatever it is a good one. Logan R asks, Dear Ensert, do you ever have friends that are into airsoft but are flat broken, can't buy any gear? I let that friend... I lent that friend my $135 Armorer Works custom high kappa competition grade gas blowback
Like
airsoft
this one?
pistol, and he broke it by dropping it into the lake by
That's intense. You guys are playing here. That's pretty.
by the house within 5 minutes. Revenge plans? Question mark
5
and then an angry, very happy face.
I have friends
I
who are
would
broke.
I'd be willing to bet that if you could recover the pistol, it's probably not broken if you just dropped it into the lake.
Yeah, you could probably.
Because gas pistols will run, even in
You just
AEG,
clean
if
it.
dried out, But let's assume that it's lost to the lady of the lake and it is gone forever.
People are making comments that I should shave my beard.
Yeah,
I probably should have.
No, I like it, dude.
No?
Don't cover your face. I like it.
yeah. Take it from another person who can't grow a beard.
Wait, is that me? Am
Well-
I the person who can't grow a beard?
Let's see.
Answer the question, George. Revenge plans. if the guy's unable to pay you
stop
back for the
leaning back.
pistol, I mean, if the guy's unable to pay you back for the pistol,
Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. I've got a lot of gear that's been damaged over the years from people borrowing it. Jet likes to break my equipment a lot. Or at least
Does
he...
he usually fix it?
No, Jet broke something once. I don't know what it
But
was.
does he usually fix it or like?
No, it was
Oh,
like
okay.
I mean, no, it's not big. Matt borrows a lot of stuff, but he does a good job of returning it usually, except for my HYT charger.
I returned it.
Yeah, I know, like a week and a half later.
Yeah,
Someone suggested don't loan what you don't want to lose. And
exactly.
That's
And that's
fair.
and
That's a good
fair.
point. That's fair.
That's a fair point. I mean, if it was really that, like, because usually, like, if I lend stuff out, it's beaters. Like, I
Yeah,
have, like, if I have
true.
a spare beater gun or something like that, or someone that I'm not
It's
quite.
like that time we took Joe to play, and then he smacked my base plate off of my 4.3, and then came back without it, and he was just like, "Hey, here's your pistol," and I was like, "That's weird. The base plate's missing. Where is it, Joe?" And he was like, "I don't know, somewhere on the field." And I was like, "Let's go get it, Joe. Can we go get that together? Let's go find that."
That's a good
I didn't mean to
question,
throw
though.
Joe under the
As
bus.
for revenge, I think if you, for example, what revenge are you going to do? I think that you should be patient with that person, try to get them to be able to buy their own equipment and join you on the airsoft field, is what I would say.
Give them
Grow-
time to
growing
save
things.
up and pay you back, and if they're unable to, just don't lend something to them next time.
Yeah.
Banana in the dump pouch.
Like, I don't loan stuff to Miguel. Like, that is a big no-no.
Ooh.
It'll come back spray painted.
Ooh.
Hey,
Bad.
hey.
I have boots in my bag right now.
Whose boots?
It's
Mine.
Jordan.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah,
wait, what?
you're going to buy those off me, weren't you?
Maybe they're too tight.
All right, do you
Well,
want
get
to
'em back.
What do we want to do?
Oh,
There's a question. on
yeah,
here.
okay, go
what's the
ahead.
question?
Jaw Crispy asks, or Jaw Crispy Gaming asks, would speed soft be considered a sport because it's like a lot like hyperball and speedball?
I'd say that
Opinions.
if you took, like, the Speed QB stuff that's been going on at Tac City, I could consider that a sport because it's athletic, there are rules, and there's a clear winner and loser.
I agree with you, which also brings up the age-old question of how do you guarantee people won't cheat? Because
You can't.
The problem with airsoft not being like paintball is because there's no marker system.
People
there's
cheat,
no way to guarantee
well,
that
people
people
cheat in
won't
that too. It doesn't matter. Like, I mean, like, people cheat in real
cheat. How do you
sports.
cheat in paintball? You just
Wipe,
wipe it
yeah,
out.
wipe. What are you talking about? There's if you go and watch like any of the National Paintball World Cup videos or whatever, they have like these cool videos of on like HK Army. You'll see some dude in slow motion get shot like in the hopper and then wipe it
brush
off
it
before the
off
ref
or
can.
whatever.
the
What?
ref can see it. Yeah, no. But look at pro sports. Pro sports has cheating in all the time. You just like how you could bend the rules to win a face-off
Yeah.
in hockey and get away with it, or do a penalty in hockey and get away with it, or something in football, grabbing something, or
Okay.
soccer, shirt pulling. There's a whole bunch of different things that like are borderline cheating in
Okay,
real
so now-
sports, and it's
so now
always
my
going to have
other-
controversy.
So my other question is then, if speed QB could be a sport, right? Then that means the equipment would need to be standardized.
Did they standardize in paintball though? I
No,
don't
they
think
didn't.
so.
No, they never standardized in paintball, but everything like you could still it still has round limits.
That's what I mean.
And it
so
still
like,
or paint limits. Sorry, amount of paintballs you can actually carry per different players.
like the specs of your gun don't need to be limited in any way.
No, because they're all the same. They all shoot semi, only. But like, it's kind of like I would compare it almost to like NASCAR, for example. You have Ford, Chevy, and Dodge, or Pontiac. Whoever is all.
Yeah, but no, but
different
what I'm
cars,
saying is, like-
and they have different performance within certain means. Like they're not 100% spec the exact
Right, but
same.
you wouldn't race an electric vehicle against
no.
like a gas vehicle.
No, so you would basically, I would say that
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're gonna have competitions, then it needs to be gas guns and it needs to be
AEGs,
electric guns.
Okay, is it
because
Polar Stars?
the
Is it-
round
yeah.
differences are just almost unsurmountable currently.
So your big problem is with standardization of classes.
You'd have
and
to
rules and
standardize
stuff
it,
like that.
yeah.
Quite honestly, I think the only way that if you did speak UB as a sport, you would maybe have to limit it to. The only reason I say gas because AEGs can be tuned from anything to shoot really, same with Polar Star, like they can be tuned to shoot really quick within the semi-automatic realm. So I don't know. Like,
Unless
No,
you,
I'm
unless
cool
you
with
said it
Polar
was-
Stars,
unless
unless
you
you-
said it like spec limit, like you could always just because that's what they do anyway. They limit you to
Yeah,
like 30 rounds
that
a
is
second,
true.
with
Right,
a semi-only
right.
league or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
but
that'd be
like,
cool.
okay,
Yeah.
but here's the thing though. Let's say semi-only of a Polar Star versus a G&G combat machine. Their semi
see,
limits are at a completely different level.
At the same time, though, would you be competing at that level if you're going into that? You'd
True.
probably be. You'd probably.
That's true.
Because like the same thing with paintball guns, like there's obviously different tiers of paintball guns, and people coming into it are probably not going to be running pump actions against like people with auto loaders. And
I mean,
stuff
that's
like
what
that. I'm just saying though, it's like you
I'd go
probably
into a
wouldn't.
competition with a pump action.
No,
Would you?
you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
You would go in with the.
All right, do we want to do
There's
another
another
online,
question?
or do we want to?
No, let's keep going online.
There's another question. We'll keep the car questions to sort of a minimum, but Christian Negrete, just because he's the first one that asked. Any thoughts on the BMW 1998 328i? That's a E36, right?
The 1998 328i.
Matt's gonna ramble on for about 20
the
minutes. I'm gonna go to the
E36,
bathroom.
in my opinion, was one of my favorite BMW platforms. 328 really had a very similar displacement to the M3, and with the exception of the limited slip differential and the trim package, for all intents and purposes, they were very, very similar. Obviously, there was a little bit of a cam difference and a little bit of a displacement difference, but you can literally swap the cams from an M3, which you can get very, very cheaply, into a 328i and then have a similar performance. With that said, interior, it's about the same, body about the same, and overall handling is about the same. So if you're on a budget or you're looking for something that's a little bit easier to find, definitely the 328 is an excellent choice. And if you wanted to dress it up with an M Sport kit, you could do that. Just don't badges an M3 if it's not. That's weird.
Yeah, you posers. All right, so another question. Caden Filippi asks, Matt, would you be interested in hosting a Western game? Giant San Diego has an old-timey Western map.
Okay, I love the idea of a Wild West shootout. Here's the thing, guys, and if there are any manufacturers out there watching this, like, I'm talking to you guys. We've got a huge variety of revolvers for Airsoft, and there are a lot more Western revolvers coming into being very popular, and they work really well. What we don't have is a lot of lever action or rifle style Airsoft guns in that Wild West time period. What we need is more high quality 1873s, 1872s, Winchester repeaters,
some type of a breacher shotgun.
Yeah,
break
like
barrel.
break barrel shotgun.
Definitely a cool break barrel would be a very good hit. What else could be?
Dude, like an old style like Gatling.
No, that would be too much.
It would, but it'd be very.
Somebody
Wild
could make a
West.
one-off on that, maybe.
Yeah. So yes, I would love to have a Western game, but we need the manufacturers to produce more Wild West guns.
But it's really hard because it just depends on the player base that would buy those guns. And like usually on average, it's really hard to do numbers less than like 1,000 or 500 worldwide.
You're telling me there are airsofters out there that aren't in a huge population that want to dress up like cowboys like me?
I'd say maybe you could get 25 in LA to show up.
Come on, guys! I know there are more than 25 of you out there.
In LA.
Are there more than 25 people watching this right now?
Dude, we got War 178 right now.
Hey, I know there's more than
enough.
25 of you who would play a Western game.
10 minutes in, that's not bad.
Yeah. It needs to go up. Hey, everybody, share this on Facebook. Tell your friends. Say, hey, tune in. Inserts live. Spread that like wildfire right now.
Yeah, or
yeah, we need to hit way bigger numbers than 180.
Man.
Oh, the
temptation to make a
I say
spread
that,
joke
and then like it's not. It hasn't even been 30 seconds. And there's already up like 20 almost.
All right, what else we got?
Your boy Carter asks, "What do you guys think about paint BBs?"
No.
So years ago, there was a company that tried to do a dry powder on the BB,
and it
that would
I think he's
barrel.
talking specifically about the paintballs. In which case, those are terrible ideas. Don't put them in any of
Well,
your guns.
yeah,
but
I mean,
I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
So there was the dusting BBs that would transfer
the
like
game
a
face.
dye.
It was like a chalk,
like a
right?
chalk.
The game face verdict BBs, I think.
Yeah, and ultimately what they realized is because it wasn't a polished surface on the BB, it would drag in the barrel and cause jamming issues.
And the magazines would gunk up.
Much the way the original Airsoft 6mm paintballs had an issue. Because you have a nozzle that's coming up to strike the BB, it's bursting in the barrel and causing huge jamming issues. And even if you can get it to come out of the barrel, the drag from the paintball surface would end up being inaccurate, wouldn't go far. Ultimately, it ended up stopped being producing. I remember when I was in high school, the first time I came into Evike, at his old location, he had those clear cylindrical tubes with the green caps that had red and yellow paintball BBs in them.
Oh, I remember those. Yeah.
Those are really old.
Dude,
school.
What gun did you break putting them in?
Oh no, I never bought them. Like I
smart.
remember seeing them lined up, and I was
Smart.
like, oh, those are.
Those would have broke something for sure.
I broke a Springer.
Oh, really?
I'm sure that's
Did it work at all?
It didn't work at all. It I hit the target and it just fell down and I
Oh.
it was bad.
Okay, well.
Sadistic
We have
Gem
Marshmallow.
007 asks, why don't you guys carry the VFC, GBB 416, 417, and only Asia shops do? I believe that's because,
Trade dress.
yeah,
Hey.
it's something we do
It's a trade dress thing that it's if basically Umarex would have to bring that to the market. That's the only way.
it's just something that they haven't.
And I think it's also an ATF issue. It might be an ATF.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
as well.
VFC
Yeah.
System is
Because the system is very
realistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very realistic.
But yeah, I mean that's a question that if you guys really want to see stuff like that, contact your manufacturers and send them emails and that's a weird. All right, just eat it. Just eat it. Yeah.
I don't know why I
let's
looked
see
away.
here.
Like I was like, I'd whore.
Debomb.com asks, best base gun in your opinion for a DMR build, no cost limit.
McGill's gun performed pretty well at Airsoft
Yeah, that
camp.
was range. NSR25. Shout out.
Yeah, he used an ANK SR25, which is like, if honestly, like, wouldn't you kind of agree with this statement that I'm about to make of, if you're going to simulate a DMR, that it should be a 7.62 platform?
Absolutely. Because
because I mean, I think that would be the only way that make it kind of fair. You have to using an M14, you have to using an SR25, you have to using a Scar Heavy or a 417,
like a
417,
chambered.
417 or something along those lines. I think that way at least it kind of makes it like you're not just putting a longer barrel on your.
You have to be visually set apart from the rest of the riflemen in your squad.
Yeah.
And the easiest way to do that is with a large magazine.
Yeah, I think that's the way that. I'm surprised more like the event promoters don't have that as part of their rule.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only one who does is Milsim West.
I think, well, I would also say like barrel length should be like considered, but I don't know that there's.
I would know, but I mean that's if you're a designated marksman, then yeah, you should have a longer designated.
Okay.
Whoa, there's a lot of.
Lots of what?
Yeah, go grab it.
What?
No, it's really hard to like keep up with the comments because
It's okay.
I'm trying to.
We're
Like,
just gonna try to get through. It's like a Twitch stream. Wow, I'm saying scream and
It's a lot harder when you don't have a fallback.
No,
of
I
editors.
think no, I'm not. That's not it.
Should we do another helmet question, or do we want to do one?
Well, there's
from
another
online?
question.
Okay.
Team We Play Airsoft. Will the Salient Arms Gray Rail be available for separate purchase and will
Yes.
fit on a standard M4? Yes.
Yes and
wait,
yes.
wait. Their question is if it'll fit on a standard M4
Yes.
Yeah.
with the included barrel nut.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It'll come with the rail.
Yeah. It has to. Yeah. They're
Yeah, no,
packaged.
it fits on a standard AR. So
Yeah.
The system was designed specifically when Salient Arms was designing the GRY rail. They wanted to basically have the barrel nut become. This is our fail box. Anyway, so they designed it so it could be used as like in the future with other stuff.
Right.
So
yes, you can purchase it separately. The other reason for doing that is because we wanted to implement the original design feature of the gray or of the jailbreak front end and the rail system that it attaches to, and that's the ability to change accessory loads without losing zero.
yeah, and it can the cool thing is you can switch it from the SBR length to the full length. So if you had like a full length rail, you could always put like an SBR length rail on it just temporarily if you needed to do it for some reason. You could always do that.
Let's see. Okay, so Z Airsoft Team asks, have you guys ever been in South America?
No.
No, I've never traveled south of the equator ever.
One day soon, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see. There's a lot of questions. I'm not going to say a specific name because there's a lot of people asking this. If you could play like your ideal location to play at, I guess that's what they're asking because they're asking like, oh, would you play in a mall? Would you play in a shopping center? Would you play in a school? Like,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yes, all of the above.
I can name one of the favorite locations that I've had thus far. One of my favorite locations we've ever played at was the Blue Heron Paper Mill up in Oregon. I think just the tone, the setting, the weather, the layout of the buildings, albeit incredibly dangerous, was really one of my favorite locations. It was so cool. I really like indoor stuff, so anything that has to do with room-to-room, indoor, close quarters combat is kind of where I. So whether that be in a mall or in a department store or in a house,
Or a CQB airsoft field.
yeah, it's got walls and doors. I'm happy.
I think Matt is happy that anything that doesn't have water in it.
or that I have to stand in.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so anything that he doesn't stand in water or get wet.
Yeah.
Matt does not like getting wet.
I like getting wet, dude.
No, you don't.
I'd be a terrible duck.
I could see you as a duck, just a freakishly
Just an annoyed duck, like no.
Grumpy Duck.
All right, we'll save the fail box.
Oh, you're Howard the Duck. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Codstar Derps asks, will you guys do any more collab videos with other channels like Node? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we try to collab with them as much as we can. You know, they're one of our favorite channels to both watch. We sponsor them. We help them out a lot on the product side of things, and you know, they're all good guys. Like, they all really enjoy the. So yeah, whenever we have a chance to go out and role play with them, and you know, play Trouble in Terrorist Town or any of the games that they like to.
As long as scheduling works out.
Yeah, you know, it's the thing. Is scheduling for us is really difficult. But you know, we all love participating. It's actually not like it feels like it's not like a work day when we're participating.
Because it literally is not a work day. Because we're actually having
fun.
Well, no, we always have fun.
We always have fun.
We're having fun not in the office.
Yeah.
And then it's not work. Then it's play.
Paige Karstetter asks, hey, Insert, should I sell my only airsoft gun, a sniper rifle, to try CQB? Any gun suggestions? It's a pretty big jump. I guess for me, it probably depends on how much you like sniping. If you really like it, and yeah, I mean, I guess you might try and borrow a gun instead to try CQB. That's probably my best suggestion. Don't commit to it immediately, because if you like sniping, like, that might just be your thing, because it's like CQB is a totally different game, and you might totally hate it. Like, we both love it.
Yeah.
You to some extent love it too. So, but it's definitely like it's not for everybody. Like,
I would say the other alternative you have is if you were dead set on selling the sniper rifle because you were overdoing the sniper thing, you could always buy or trade for a weapons platform that could do double duty. You know, buy out like a rifle that you could use as a long range.
Yeah, there was a friend of mine who used to work here who actually used, like, he had a Gingy based combat machine that was like a fighting cat for a CQB, and then he throws his DMR upper on there, and the FPS goes up from 350 to 450 based off the barrel length and all that, and it's just immediately a DMR at that point, even though it didn't have the semi restrictions.
And that way you can do both without having to sacrifice.
Good answers.
all right. Jordan Carbuncle asks, Matt, were you serious about switching your primary to a CZ805 Bren? Question mark.
When I held the 805 Bren at SHOT Show, not only did it feel amazing, it looks super cool. And I haven't had a chance to shoot one yet, but
I don't think anybody has.
Well, you know.
Except for maybe Bob. Hey, Bob, hit us up.
Yes.
Text, hey, Bob.
Bam!
Hey, Bob.
Bam!
Get on the stream, Bob.
But yeah,
Send us a text.
Yeah. I'm serious about it. If I get it in my hands and it performs as well as the other ASG products, yeah. Are we actually live?
Yeah, I just hit live.
Wait, live for which channel?
For the
YouTube.
video channel.
Oh, we're not testing it anymore?